I want y'all to weigh in on decisions, please. This is not a one-way street for me. I do this for interaction. I need you guys' feedback. I need to hear from you guys. So, we choose, we learn, we find out together. It's a community. So let me plug in my controller. I just scared the crap out of Zoe. I did manage to brush her today. I'm really proud of that. I learned from one of my favorite YouTubers called um, the a girl with the dogs, or the girl with the dogs, and she uses what she calls tube, also known as churu. I also call it. Some people call it churu, or whatever, but it's those little treat tubes. And she puts it on her work table. And I did that with Zoe. I put it on the floor. She was focused solely on the churu that I could actually brush her. Because without the churu, man, she would have been chaos incarnate. Okay. So, let us begin the story. I'm going to turn chat on my phone so I can actually see. I normally would turn off my sound, but it actually helps me pay attention. So I'm going to keep my phone sound on. I really love the Victorian theme of the game, and it runs in with my. I used to be really into Victorian stuff, and then I kind of moved over into Victorian Lolita, and I kind of got my fix that way. Um, the aesthetic of Victorian architecture, fashion, those really do appeal to me for a lot of reasons. One of them including because I have an hourglass figure, and they're very Victorian times were not as nearly as cookie cutter as fashion is today. So, and not nearly as mass produced. You spent $100, $200 on, three or four outfits that lasted you the whole year that you could intermatch and interchange. That was the most financially feasible thing that you did. These days, not so much. Okay, so I've got chat on my phone. I got my chat alerts on so I know to actually look at my phone. Looky, looky, looky. I sound like a person who was like doing a scratch record. I can't put this where I want to put this, can I? No, it's gonna be stupid. Don't be stupid. Don't do it. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. I just want to put a tab. Can I put a tab? You gonna let me put a tab or no? Okay, there we go. Welcome in everyone who is coming in. Let's get started in the game, shall we? Now, I'm going to turn the game volume up. If there is any problem with the volume, please someone say something, because I won't know otherwise. Okay. We're using controller today, as always. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Now, chat, I don't want you to be normal. I want you to be honest. Okay? Be honest. Don't be nice. Be honest. That's what we're here for. Okay, so let's do keyboard, mouse, controller. English, Japanese, Chinese? No, that looks like it's Chinese. Spanish, Dutch, English. No, that's I can't tell the difference. I'm trying to act like I can tell the difference and I cannot. Okay. So those are your language. I know one of those is Chinese, one of those is Japanese. I know what Korean looks like. I can always tell Korean, but I can't tell the difference between Japanese and Chinese. I feel bad. I should be able to at this point, but all right, begin story. Now, full disclosure, the whole game is actively out right now on Xbox and on Steam. But as I said before, I have the full game on Xbox. If you guys like this sort of content and you want to see me play this game more, I need y'all to let me know in the comments. Send me a whisper and say, hey, I really like what you did. I watched that VOD, or I was there live with you when you played Cabernet.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa. I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride, yet I can't do this. Go, please say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right. What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly someone as special as Lisa. If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life. Despite her obvious calling for medicine, when she was little, I always thought she would become...
Now, I will say this, mostly because I don't like voicing text if I don't have to, but they did really good voice actor art on here. Wow. And I totally forgot that. I don't even remember that was a thing, but apparently it was a thing. Okay, so a musician, a writer, a doctor, a politician. I want to do writer, and here's why. Because I'm a writer, and by the way, you guys, I'm working on another erotica series. Go to my go to my Neris Eris channel page, and you'll be able to see what I've written so far. I put my manuscript, raw manuscripts of those 3. I'm in the middle of writing a 4th one now. I got inspired by something my boyfriend said, and I'm really happy about that. Also, personal life note really quick. I said last week I was going through it. I really was. And I have since made up with that person, and we're looking forward to continuing staying, made up. Hopefully. Should neither of us do something dumb again, so. Okay. But yeah, I'm a writer, so let's make her a writer.
A famous writer. You should have heard how she could spin a yarn. She used to tell me her own fairy tales when she was a young girl. The creatures she made up, the stories she told me. The classic ballads were no match for them. Such a bright girl. Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents by the time she graduated.
We'll keep going with thirst for written word, even though she's a doctor.
Lisa must have read every book there was in the school's library.
Because yes, I was like that a lot. Partly because I was being bullied and it was the only place I could go where the bullies couldn't chase me down. And partly because I do love stories. I remember reading the time machine and all that stuff at grade 6. So,
To my shame, I'm not so well read myself, but she used to teach me about all the classics. That served me very well at dinner parties. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country, if someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
I like to think of myself as yes, we're going to model her after me. I like to think I'm a passionate artist, but I also like to think I'm a true friend. And between the two, the thing that's more important to me is to be a true friend. So,
with all of her other talents, above everything else, she was a true and loyal friend. She connected with people easily. She cared deeply about them. Some might even say too much.
Ugh, yeah.
After all, if she wasn't so thoughtful, maybe she would still be with us. But I digress. Please, forgive me. What's done is done.
And the fact that she cared about people and she ended up being a doctor even though she was really into writing, I think that says something. You need that as a doctor. Too many doctors don't have that. Let me just check my sound really quick. All right, we're good.
She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her. Pour some vodka for Korda, too. He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa.
When I die, I want you guys to pour some out for me. Not into the ground.
When
Jimmy,
I was a
make
little
it classy.
girl,
Okay?
I often had trouble falling asleep.
Hold on. This cursor in the middle of the screen is driving me nuts. I'm moving it.
My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault.
When I first played this game, that jump scare got me really good. I don't think I can do this with a controller, and here's why. That cursor is going to drive me nuts. So we're not going to do this with controller. We are just going to go ahead and use the trackpad. Because staring at that cursor the whole time is going to drive me nuts. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay.
Mom? Cola? My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Like I slept for days.